PMacMovies back for a brand new PMacMovies video. This is not going to be a haul video. I've been doing mostly haul videos lately. This one, though, I've been thinking about for a little while. And I don't really have planned out what I'm going to do, but I just want to talk about kind of like the 4K format. Even for myself, I kind of want to take a look around, take a look at the 4K collection that I've built. And part of the reason is when the 4Ks started a few years ago, I never really had any intention of getting into 4K. You know, the price was expensive and things like that. So my thought was, you know, if it comes down to the price where, you know, 4K is around the same as Blu-ray, you know, I'll snag them up, but I'm still going to get Blu-rays. And I kind of thought, like, how could 4K really be a ton better than new release ones anyway, like newer movies? And I still feel that way. Like, I feel like there's not really a ton of difference from my viewpoint for newer movies, getting them on Blu-ray versus 4K, especially if you take a look, you know, sometimes there's a big price difference, but I guess it's similar enough, and you can get deals, which I'm going to talk about here in this video. I of course prefer the 4K, especially for like older movies, movies that didn't get very good Blu-ray releases. You know, just taking a look around my collection here, movies like the Jack Ryan movies, the older Jack Ryan movies, the older Mission Impossible movies. Those are movies where things were like, yeah, I would want those on 4K at some point because the Blu-rays were close to DVD quality. So my goal was always kind of like let the prices kind of determine where I'm going to go with things. And, you know, if you're into selling codes and stuff, you know that 4K codes tend to be $2-ish more than regular HD codes. So if you have a 4K that's $10, you can get the 4K for $10 or the Blu-ray for $8. To me, that's the same price. You know, if they both come with codes, you're getting those for the same price. So getting the 4K is a no-brainer, you know. Yeah, it's about probably $2 to $2.50 more for the 4K code, something like that. So I just want to kind of take a look through what I've got and how I've built my 4K collection. I've never once that I can think of bought a 4K at full price. I've always waited, and that's how, you know, I don't make a ton of money, so that's how I'm able to build a gigantic collection of things that I like and things that I want, get everything that I want at very good prices. So I have a few pulled out. These are ones that I just kind of had around downstairs, and I'll kind of talk about how I got these, and then we'll kind of go around this movie room, which is, it's still a disaster, but what can you do? So just how I do it. You're going to kind of learn how I do it. Something like Underworld Blood Wars. I got the Blu-ray of this for free from Sony Rewards. This was $6 from Hamilton Books. I figured, you know, I'm going to be able to sell the code for close to that, which I did. And it's not a movie that I really, I had to have it. But it was just in the price range where it was too good, and then I can sell the Blu-ray or whatever. So that's how you build a collection real cheap. That's an example. Transformers. This Transformers set. I actually bought a couple of these because this Transformers set has codes for all the movies. They redeem twice. You get the 4K for all the movies. Are the 4Ks that much better than the Blu-rays? Probably not really. But if I'm going to be able to get them for that, I might as well. And then I do have, you know, right before I got that, actually, I'll show you. Hopefully all this stuff doesn't tip over. But I had gotten this like right before I got that. And I swapped out the Bumblebee. So I have the Bumblebee 4K here too, which I got for like $10. You know, so it's just, you know, you get this when it first comes out, it's like $25. You wait and it's 10, and you know, there's so many movies out there. You don't really need the new releases right away if you're wanting to be thrifty. Other things, stuff like this, and I'm going to show you more of these Disney 4Ks. When these came out, these were 35 bucks for these steelbooks. This is a 4K steelbook of the first Captain America movie. I got this from Best Buy. It was $15, and it was buy two get one free, so that makes it $10. This was 10 bucks with the code. You know, that's a beer me. This is how you build your collection. This 2001: A Space Odyssey, it's still pretty expensive, but there was a deal there on Amazon where it was like a combined deal where they combined, they had a deal already on it, and then they had like a coupon code. I was able to get this beautiful 2001 set for, I think it was about 10 bucks or less than 10 bucks. Ghost in the Shell, this was a Black Friday one, 8 bucks, and then I put it in the Target exclusive, packaging here. Unfortunately, I think my 4K copy of it had some damage to the case and artwork and stuff. Something like Bad Boys 1 and 2, you got this on release. It was probably something like 30 bucks, but this dropped down fairly quickly to, I think I paid like 15 for it, maybe, something like that. And then, like, this is actually one that I haven't shown off yet, this Hellboy movie. This is 10 bucks at Walmart with the InstaWatch. So you get this on your Vudu account in ultra high definition, plus you get the code inside. This was only 10 bucks. I did just get this from Amazon too, but I wanted one with a slipcover. But this is actually kind of a fun movie in my opinion. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it a good movie, more of a guilty pleasure, but I had fun with it. 10 bucks, you know. The Blu-ray for 10 bucks isn't a bad deal. And I was able to get that for 10 bucks. But let's take a look, you know, on this shelf over here. I'll just kind of go through some of the 4Ks that I got. This is like a bunch of my unwatched movies over here. And you can just see like a couple things here I got. Like these two. These were $10 Black Friday deals with slipcovers. Again, you buy those new, you're paying a lot of money. A couple more here, a couple war movies. Hacksaw Ridge. I think that was like 10 bucks maybe. It might have been less, actually. I'm not sure. And then Dunkirk. This, I think, was 12 or 13 bucks, and the Blu-ray at that time was 10 bucks. It made sense to get the 4K, you know, taking those prices into account. Let's see, what else do I got over here that's 4K? Probably not a whole lot. We got stuff like the first Purge was one that I got. Black Friday one, 9 bucks. Logan Lucky was another $10 one from Fry's for Black Friday. These were all the same deal, these ones here. So you can see you can really build an affordable 4K collection. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg for this stuff. And then if we take a look at the top, I think I've got a few more up here. We have things like Hunter Killer. This was an $8 Best Buy one. The Blu-ray of this was $4 from Walmart, but you know, that's one that's a little bit iffy on the prices, but I went with the 4K there. Let's see, what else do we got here? I didn't take everything off already because this was just kind of a spur-of-the-moment video. But let's kind of walk around the movie room and take a look at some of the other 4Ks that I got and some of the bargoons that you can find here. I don't know that I have a ton of other stuff over here. Big piles of movies. Piles. Oh, we got some 4Ks here. What do I got here? Oh, we got like the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds ones. Ones that were a decent price when they came out. Plus, you know, you get the code. The code's at its highest value also. But, we got like this Avengers set that I got recently. And again, I don't really care that much about getting the Avengers on 4K, but when they're $65 for the Steelbooks, that's a beer me. And then I got some from Hamilton Book here, some $8 ones, like the Patriot here, $8. That's a beer me. Philadelphia, beer me. The Quick and the Dead, also a beer me. Let's go over here. We got a whole bunch of Disney ones here that I just got for dirt cheap prices. So you got like brand new Toy Story 4. Again, when it came out, it was like $35. You get it for $10. Over here in the corner, we have a bunch of other ones. Dracula Untold, I do have the 4K disc in here. This is the Steelbook set, so another thing you can do is you get like the Steelbook, $5. I had the regular version for very cheap, and you just kind of combine everything. So now I end up with a 4K Blu-ray combo pack Steelbook. For a movie that, kind of like that Hellboy one, it's kind of a fun guilty pleasure. Got pretty poor reviews, but I enjoyed it. And the Steelbook's like a matte finish. So you combine deals, you know, the Blu-ray I think was, or the 4K I mean, was like $8 or $10 from Best Buy. The Steelbook was $5 from Hamilton Book. They all came with code, so I made a lot of that money back. And then you got other things like Zootopia, which I think it was 10. Princess and the Frog was 10. Tangled was 10. So these are all limited edition Steelbooks. Rolf Breaks the Internet, which I also have the regular version of this one also right here. So I'll be selling the regular slipcover version. I don't need both. Mr. Bill sent me this baby here, Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker. Wreck-It Ralph, which is another really good one. I enjoyed this movie, The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Kind of an interesting one there. Nice, real nice Steelbook. Cinderella. This one I think I ended up paying $8. I got a little money back. This one was only like $7, I think. That's crazy. Ratatouille. Maleficent. Most of these were 10. Inside Out. Aladdin. You gotta have that classic. And Big Hero 6. Let's put those back here. The Toy Story. So these Steelbooks, you know, I was able to get them a lot cheaper than the regular versions are because Best Buy ended up, I guess they ended up not selling as well as Best Buy thought they would. Frozen was only $5. And that's a nice Steelbook too. And then the other Toy Stories. Finding Dory, which I think, Finding Dory I think might have been, yeah, that one went down to $5 also, so I got a little money back on that one. Cars 2, Moana, Captain Marvel, and then you got like a bunch of rest of the Marvel ones, like the Captain Americas, the Iron Mans, all 4K and all. $10 with that buy two get one deal they had. I think that was back in the winter time. The Thor movies, and then I do have the Justice League mixed in there, which this was like a $10 Best Buy deal. And then Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy. Actually, I realized I think the only Marvel one that I don't have on 4K now is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. But if we take a look, I got like these just piles of movies that I've watched somewhat recently. I do have some 4Ks in here. Things like Legend of Hercules. Let's just take these off. Aquaman was a Best Buy one for $8. I think anybody who wanted that one was able to get that. The Last Witch Hunter was a Walmart deal. That one I think was $8 maybe? Kick-Ass, same deal. Dread, same deal. Gotta be looking for the deals. Legend of Hercules, same deal. Kingsman, we have like this nice edition there of Kingsman combo pack, which I think was $10 from Best Buy. And then we have things like Hook, which was from the Fry's deal. Hamilton Book did have this cheap also. They had it for $8. I bought it from Fry's years ago for a Black Friday deal. We have things like Ex Machina, which that might have been like a Target one. But you can see I've kind of built up my collection, my 4K collection. I have Alita down here. I'm not gonna pull it from all those, but I do have Alita down there. We have like X-Men Dark Phoenix, which was another Walmart Black Friday one for, how much was this? Was it 7, 8? I can't remember. How to Train Your Dragon, I think was this. I think those were 7. Things from like, now this was just a random deal that Target had, the Target exclusive Lion King 4K here with this. This is kind of a weird one, the way that they did this. It's just like a plastic, I think it's just a plastic thing on the outside. See, it's just clear. It's kind of, they made that the exclusive. It does have collectible cards, but this was a pretty good deal too. Maybe it might have been $12 or $13. And then we got things like Saving Private Ryan, which was very affordable, and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This is supposed to be one of the weaker 4Ks, but I paid like $5 for it. Other things I have in here: Schindler's List, which is a $10 Walmart find. Other things like Annihilation, which is one that I need to rewatch. This was, I don't even remember, very affordable. This Batman, the original, the original one from Tim Burton. I guess not the original, but the Tim Burton one, with Michael Keaton there. This was like $7 from an Amazon deal where you could combine deals. I got that with the 2001: A Space Odyssey. Digging in here a little bit. What else we got? What other 4Ks we got there, PMac? I'm probably missing some too, but we got like Pet Sematary. This was $10 from Walmart. Okay. I think that's all of them in that pile. Then we got Ant-Man. This is actually one that I kind of got on release, but I ended up getting some money back on it. Nice slipcover on that one. So I guess I can't say I haven't gotten any new release 4Ks, but very few. Mayhem 4K. This is a Walmart one. You might still be able to find it there for $8. Good movie too, worth it. Thor Ragnarok here. Apparently I don't have the Steelbook of Thor Ragnarok, but Joe Masiello sent this one over to me, the 4K combo here. No, Slippy! No! Slippy! Other ones, Glass. This was a $10 Walmart Black Friday one. Good movie. Oh, we got more in here too. You can see it's bright outside. Things like Hobbs and Shaw. This was $10. $10 from Amazon. Really good movie too for a modern action movie. It was a fun one. That was a fun one. Then we got other Black Friday deals like Apocalypse Now, which I really didn't need on 4K. I have the big Blu-ray set of it, but it was $10. It was a beer me that old PMac just couldn't refuse. The Jack Ryan set here, which I got really cheap from Fry's, and I think I bought it again from Amazon. It was such a good deal, with the code and everything. Shazam, which was a fun movie. I enjoyed that one. We got the Meg Steelbook down here, which is a really nice steelbook for a really entertaining, fun movie. I really enjoyed it. I really like that. Oh, I forgot about this one. This one was a video game store haul. Incredible Hulk, the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk 4K there. That's a pretty cool one. Haven't seen that movie in a while. But this, I actually have 2 copies of this because I think this one was only like $8 from Best Buy. They had a really good deal. You got to be looking for the deals because this is a really cool one. I really like that one. I really like the movie and the steelbook. So let's put some of these back on here. The thing is, these piles get lopsided and they're coming down if they get too lopsided. Dr. Sleep. I need to watch Dr. Sleep again. Don't have the 4K of that one, but the 4K of that one, they don't have the director's cut on 4K, so it wasn't a big deal to me, because if I watch the movie, I want to watch the director's cut. So whether I had the 4K, if I found it for $8, with the code, I would still snag it again. Hopefully those don't fall over. But let's take a look around. There's still a lot more 4Ks in the bins and stuff, and probably in these big piles of shit. Let's take a look at one of these bins. It's like a bunch of movies that I've watched already. Oh, I do have Ready Player One I watched again. This is a really fun movie. Highly recommend that one if you haven't seen it. Everybody's seen that though, I hope. But we're taking a look through this bin. Like, I got things like, Robin Hood, which was kind of not that great, but I got the 4K of that for $8. Red Sparrow. This was super cheap when it came out. Target had a really good deal that made this, I think, cheaper than the Blu-ray. So that was a really good bargain. I got the Purge Collection here, another one that was just super duper cheap. They're practically giving them away. What else do I got in here that's 4K? Oh, I got another combo pack that I made with another movie that I really need to rewatch. This Oblivion with Tom Cruise. It's got the metal pack case, which was a limited edition case when it came out. It probably wasn't that limited. I don't think it's worth anything. And then, you got the 4K disc, DVD, and then the Blu-rays under that. That DVD wants to keep popping out because it's not really made for that many discs in there. So the DVD wants to keep popping out of the holder. But let's be realistic. PMac's never going to be watching the DVD anyway. So I can actually take the Patriot out of there. I don't really need that anymore because I got the 4K one. I got Snow White and the Huntsman on 4K, which was also very cheap. I enjoy this movie, and I enjoy the slipcover. That's a nice slippy dippy. Slippy-licious, some people might say. We got the Star Treks on 4K, also pretty much free after the codes. I got the second one too, which it looks like I used the yeah, this is how I did. I made it like another combo thing. So that's kind of neat. Suicide Squad. I got the Steelbook. I think this one was possibly my first 4K purchase. It was 10 or 15 bucks, which at the time was a really good bargain. Let's see if I got any more 4K in this bin. It's kind of interesting to go through and see all the 4Ks I have, really. Oh, this is one of the first ones I got too, because they had like a pre-order snafu with it where they had the wrong price, I guess. Which I really like this movie, actually, Warcraft. This was like a pre-order for 13 bucks. So a new release for 13 bucks. Again, I guess I did get a few 4K new releases, but not really new release price. I don't have any of the X-Men on 4K other than that new one. But again, the 4Ks aren't really something I'm really seeking out. I just let the deals come to me. I don't really go seeking them out or anything like that. But we're over to this shelf that has like a lot of animated movies, other movies that I haven't watched yet. So we can kind of take a look through here and see. I don't think there's many 4Ks on here, but there might be a few, such as this Pirates of the Caribbean movie. This was the Target exclusive, but it's not. I think that the Target exclusive only had some like digital content, so it wasn't really much of a Target exclusive, but I got a good deal on it. I have the Mary Poppins 4K somewhere in here. Let's see how I can set this. Again, it's very bright. I opened the windows, but I guess it's causing issues. Okay, let's see over here. Mary Poppins is somewhere up here. The Mary Poppins Target exclusive 4K. It's just a matter of finding it, and I don't really want to waste too much time. But I do see a few other 4Ks. I got Sing, which people say the 4K of Sing is like the same as the Blu-ray. And then I got Hotel Transylvania, which was another Black Friday deal. So that was very affordable, like $9, something like that. Oh, I remember a few more. I have a few more here in this middle section. I don't want to drop everything all over, though. I have like Phantom Thread in here. Phantom Thread. This one, which is another Fry's $10 deal. I'm almost dropping this whole stack, so if you really want some entertainment, keep watching. You might see Blu-rays go all over the floor, and that's entertaining. Bill sent me this one, Easy Rider 4K. That's a UK one. But let's take a look more in some bins. These bins are probably just full of some sweet 4K movies. Who knows what's in here? Old PMac doesn't even know, and he's the one who bought them all. I have Wonder Woman 4K somewhere, actually, another Black Friday deal. Black Friday bargain. Okay. So in this one, we have things like the new Aladdin, which I thought it was pretty mediocre. This was a Walmart Black Friday one. Again, it was like $7 or something. Something crazy like that. Overlord, which was affordable on Black Friday. It might have been like $8. Tomb Raider was from the previous Black Friday for $9. I enjoyed this movie. Me and Charmy saw it in the theater. Glad to have that one. We got another rock movie called Rampage. This was $9 from the previous Black Friday. That was a fun one to watch. Glad to have that on 4K. This one, I got the Blu-ray of this like literally the week before, or a couple weeks before. And then the 4K of it was just so affordable, so cheap that it was like it was a no-brainer to get it. So I went ahead and snagged that one. Here's kind of a neat one. This was one I searched for a couple Black Fridays ago and finally found one single copy. Deadpool 2, which was from the previous Black Friday. American Psycho. How do I have Black Panther? I thought I saw Black Panther over there. That must be my 4K copy. But American Psycho there. One of my favorite movies coming up here. Not yet though. Skyscraper, that was an okay one with The Rock. But one of my favorite movies, Blade Runner 2049. It is the rare sequel that lived up to the hype. Unbelievable movie. I think I've seen this one 3 times, and I rarely rewatch movies, and I wouldn't mind watching this a 4th time. It's a spectacular movie. Absolutely phenomenal. Very glad to get that on 4K. I must have like 1 billion copies of this Black Panther movie, because I think I got like the Target one, I got this one, I got the Steelbook now, the 4K Steelbook, so I need to get rid of that. And then Kin, another 4K one, which was a Fry's deal. And this is actually a pretty decent movie. I enjoyed this one. Who's that guy in this? It doesn't really matter. He looks familiar. I've seen him in something else. But some cool stuff for 4K in that bin. I'm probably going to be missing some 4Ks here too that I don't show you guys, because who knows where I have everything. So I already showed off that one. There's probably some more 4K over here in these other bins. Oh, I know there is actually. Okay, let's see what we got in this one. Oh, here's Ex Machina. This I was looking for Kimberly. Kimberly, I found it. I don't know how I've been missing it all this time, but this is going in the Kimberly pile. She wanted to buy that one from me like a year ago. Oh, here's Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 4K. That was a Black Friday from Walmart. Let's see, do we have any other 4Ks in here is the question. I'm just seeing regular Blu-rays in this bin. Oh, here's some. Some goodies. We got, no, that's not one. Hitman's Bodyguard with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson. Fairly mediocre, but okay. And Hostiles, which was just a really depressing Western. If you want to be really depressed, go ahead and watch Hostiles. Otherwise, I can't really recommend it. Okay, let's see if we got any more 4Ks in this one. This bin was actually different than what I thought it was. So there's Wonder Woman. Here's another 4K, which some people are saying this is popping up for $3 at Big Lots. So if you can find this, not a great movie, but for $3, beer yourself the Great Wall with Matt Damon on 4K. What the heck? Why not? Yeah, these are mostly Blu-rays, but let's see what else is in here. We're hunting for 4Ks in the PMac movie collection. Imagine if you could go through the PMac movie collection and just pick out 50 movies you wanted to keep. I wonder what you would choose out of the PMac movies movie collection. Not enough to choose from, unfortunately. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this bin. Let's hop over to another bin. And this one I don't think probably has any 4K. This is just random Blu-ray stuff, so I'm not really going to give this a whole lot of time. And okay, so we are on to the next thing. I'm not sure if there's any 4K in here either. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this looks like it's pretty much all Blu-ray, some DVD. We do have Conan the Barbarian, which was another one from that Lionsgate Walmart deal that they had. Oh, and I got a Black Friday one from, I think, the Black Friday before this past one, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which was really affordable. A few bucks. Only a few bucks. I wonder what else is in here. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna move on from that one too. Nothing to see here. Here's the one that I was... So this one here in the middle, I don't think there's really gonna be any 4K in these bottom two here. There might be, but very minimally. And then this one over here, which I should have uncovered before I made this video. I think this one will have... Yeah, this one definitely has some 4Ks in here. Let's take a look what we got. Oops, some very expensive movies are falling off. Gladiator here, Russell Crowe Gladiator, another really good deal on that one. That was really cheap. We got the E.T. This one they were practically giving away there for a while. They made like too many copies of this. 35th Anniversary Limited Edition. I don't think it was very limited, but that's kind of a cool set that you could get for cheap. I got the original Forrest Gump release by mistake, but I did get the better one also. We got Braveheart. Great movie, Mel Gibson. And I think there might be a few more scattered in here, but I'm not going to look through the whole thing on camera. So that was most of my 4K collection. Like I said, there's probably some more kind of stragglers through here that we could find, but that's a good majority of them. I do have things like Top Gun, which I just showed off here recently, and there might be some more here underneath the desk. Let's go underneath the PMac desk and see what's down here. We got like Gods of Egypt down here. Let's see. That looks like about it. Oh, there's another one. Christine. I have the Christine one from Hamilton Book, which was another $8 one. So, my recommendation to you, unless you have a job where you make a shit ton of money, to be able to build up your collection, be patient. Be patient and get some good deals. You can buy a lot more movies if you're smart about it. You can turn $20 into one movie, or you could turn $20 into 3 movies. Stuff like that. And I'm not talking about Dollar Tree movies. I mean, you're not going to be able to get like the movies that I've showed off here from like Dollar Tree. Once in a great while, some good stuff will pop up at some good stuff does pop up at Dollar Tree, but it's not necessarily things that have been on your list for a while, probably. It's just kind of like random cool stuff. But usually you have to go out and get things to some degree. You can't wait for everything to get down to $1. So, but $5 to $12 depending, something like that. With the codes, you can really build a nice 4K collection for very affordably. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on 4K. I do still buy DVD, of course, Blu-ray. Blu-ray's, the overall preference. What I buy the most of would be Blu-ray. But if 4K is at the right price, I will snag it up. And let me know how you figure out your kind of like buying tendencies and things like that. Because some people just, they just buy all the new releases and that's how they do it. They just go for the new releases. They don't care. But I think probably a lot of people who watch this channel are people who, you're on something of a budget. You need to be smart about it. So let me know how you do it. And leave a comment. Check out the description section for ways that you can help out PMacMovies, including liking the videos and commenting on the videos and other things. Reach out through email.